Carl Froch, Mikkel Kessler 2. They fought once before. This fight was to prove and see if Froch can avenge that defeat or can Kessler win again. It was a great fight, toe to toe, a lot of toe to toe action. Froch got the decision from all three judges. I thought he won the fight. Round one, I gave it to Froch. He threw more punches and he landed more punches in round one. Round two, Froch won that round again by throwing more punches. He stunned Kessler the second round. Kessler wasn't throwing as many punches in the second round. Round three, I thought Froch won that round again by throwing more and landing more. And Kessler's face was definitely starting to show damage. Round four, I thought Kessler had a better round. Landed some good shots on Froch. That's why I thought Kessler won round four. Letterman thought Froch won that round, but I thought Kessler won that round. Because he did land some good shots on Froch. Landed the better shots. Round five was a good round. I gave that round to Froch. I thought he took that round at the end. Harold Letterman gave that round to Kessler, but I thought Froch took that round at the end. Round six, Kessler outlanded Froch. I gave that round to Kessler. Landed more punches than he did. Round seven was an excellent round. Great toe-to-toe action. I gave that round to Froch. He stunned Kessler in that round. Crowd got off their feet. It was an excellent round. Round eight was even better. Another excellent round. Froch won that round by landing more power punches. And the crowd was on their feet. It was an excellent round. Two back toe-to-toe rounds. Round nine looked like Froch was taking a little bit of a break in that round from the two previous rounds. That round could have went either way. So whomever's listening to this one to score that round, they could have scored it for Froch. They could have scored it for Kessler. I didn't really score it for anyone. I just said that round could have went either way. Same thing with round 10. It could have went either way. I thought, just my opinion. But I did see that Froch, from round 9 on, he was fighting sloppy. That I did notice. Round 11, Kessler won that round big. He hurt Froch in that round. And Froch was definitely sloppy. Maybe it was because he was tired, or maybe the toe-to-toe action. Who knows? He said he got complacent, but he was fighting very sloppy to get himself caught. Big round for Kessler. 12th round, I'm saying Froch is ahead on the scorecards. He just plays it safe. He wins the fight. But he doesn't. He goes out there. Kessler's going out there. Froch is going out there. Froch hurt Kessler big in that round. And I thought the fight was close to being stopped. And at one point in time, the ref came in. I thought he was going to stop it. But he backed off. But it was a huge round for Carl Froch. Definitely a huge round. He closed the show that round. So therefore, I thought Froch clearly won the fight. More decisive than Kessler did the first fight. Froch is a great fighter. I can't think of no one in the last 4 or 5 years who's had a tougher level of opposition than Froch. He's definitely a great fighter. He's avenged one of his losses. He's great. He wants to give the crowd, the fans, their money's worth. You just look at if anyone look at his level of opposition of the guys he's fought, and like I said, the last 4 or 5 years, there's no other fighter in the sport right now that's had a tougher level of opposition than Carl Froch. This was an excellent fight. Would I want to see a third fight? Me personally, no, not really. I wouldn't want to see a third fight. I mean, if it happens, it happens. But if it does, let it happen in a neutral site. They both fought in each other's backyard, so. But me personally, I wouldn't want to see a third fight. Because the first fight was closer than the judges made it out to be for Kessler. And this fight, Carl Froch clearly won this fight. So I wouldn't want to see a third fight. Where does Froch go from here? Froch has expressed interest in fighting Ward, but insists, have Ward come to the UK to fight him. I mean, that would be good. I think if they do fight, I think he should fight. I think he should fight Froch in the UK, even though I know he's already beaten Carl Froch once and clearly beaten him. But I've said about Andre Ward in the past, he's a complete fighter, and I consider him to be a great fighter. And if he wants to go down as one of the greats, all-time greats, when his career is done, then I think if he should choose to fight Carl Froch again, he should accept his challenge and come to the UK and fight him. I think he gains more by if he were to beat Froch again in the UK than he would if Froch came to the States. He would gain more. So I think he should go over there and fight him. That's just my opinion. If he doesn't fight him, I mean, there's another option, and maybe fighting Kessler a third time. Or if he doesn't fight Kessler a third time, I think even Hopkins is expressing some interest in fighting Froch. I think at a catchweight or something like that. So Carl Froch has options. He's definitely, like I said, he's a great fighter, and if he were to stop fighting right now, he's definitely a Hall of Famer. What he's done in the sport, so that's good. All that is well and good. The good thing that this fight was on HBO. Me personally, I think if Golden Boy Promotions hadn't have pulled all their fighters from HBO, we probably wouldn't even saw this fight on HBO, because the first fight was on Showtime. But I think being that Golden Boy Promotions pulled all their fighters from HBO, this is why, in my opinion, we have this fight here on HBO. But either way, it's still good that this fight was shown. So those are my opinions on that. And I heard what Froch said about, Ward's style's not really crowd pleasing and stuff like that. The man is undefeated. He hasn't lost. He's dominant. He's dominant. He's a great fighter. And then I heard what Ward said, Froch is knocking his style because he couldn't beat it. All it says is if Ward really wants this fight, then again, like I said, he would gain more in the public eye if he comes over to the UK and beat Froch. Don't have Froch go back to the States and fight him. Come to his hometown and you fight him. And you beat him in his hometown. He has no choice but to bow down to you and call you the greatest. That greatest fight he's ever fought. And that's my opinion on that. Leave your comments. I'll respond to them all. And until next time, everyone.